All right, what's up, folks? 10 New Brews was great. Again, huge thanks to everyone for chipping in on that. Still got a few more guests, though. I just had folks just calling me up, and today's guest needs no introduction at all. Just an absolute gem in the community. The biggest Magic YouTube channel, right? Tolarian Community College, Prof. Gonna have Prof on playing some Magic, and it's funny. Obviously, I knew of Prof forever, but I didn't really know Prof until he invited me to be on Shuffle Up and Play a few years ago. And we hit it off like literally on the car home from the airport. Like Prof is just like awesome. Like we're very, very similar. He taught community college English and writing for many years. That was my path before becoming a full-time content creator. And that was my path where until I started doing full-time content, I had graduated with a degree in English and writing and was planning on doing that as well. So we're like two peas in a pod, and Prof is just the freaking best. Like I've been out there a number of times to record Shuffle Up and Play. He's just like the most wonderful host. I've got to go out to wonderful meals with him, hang out with him. I've been to his house, met his family, who are wonderful also. And he is just I could not say enough good things about Prof. He literally is the absolute best of us. Aside from the fact that he's like a great content creator, runs a great content business. My old assistant Cassidy Connor works for him. But he's just the absolute. He runs phenomenal like charity events. Just the absolute best. And so I'm extremely excited to have Prof on. Prof just shot me a text. I didn't even ask him. He just shot me a text. Came in. What can I do? And I was like, I would love to have you as a guest. He was cool. So Prof is great. You probably already follow him, but if you don't, go follow Tolarian Community College. Just the best in the business. And again, huge thanks to Prof, who's just the best. And I got Prof. Prof's hanging out with Nile. Prof's a new employee. Nile's also great. Love Nile. And she just got hired by Prof. Really, really recently, which is cool. And they're both hanging out playing some mono red. Prof liked to tout on Shuffle Up and Play that he won Game Day Dark Ascension with a mono red deck in Standard, about 14,000 years ago. So it'll be fun to give him the current mono red deck and let him plow through that, which would be a lot of fun. So enjoy, like, comment, subscribe. We got a few more guests for you. I'll be peppering in some videos of me as well as I try to get back to my usual workload. And if you don't know what's going on with me, I guess watch this up here, and I'll explain what's going on. So I'm doing a little better, but just slow progress. So love you all. Like, comment, subscribe, enjoy.
Oh, hello, the professor here, and I'm joined by Nile to take the Jim Davis deck challenge. Jim gave me this deck list specifically, picked it out for me, and wants me to go through 3 matches with it and to offer my insight and gameplay analysis. Nile, right off the bat, I need to ask you, should I feel insulted that Jim thinks I should have mono red, or should I feel complimented that he gave me mono red?
You should feel heavily complimented. Despite what a lot of people think about mono red, where it's just the brain dead deck where you count to 20 and beat down your opponents, it's actually a very hard deck to pilot that offers a lot of skill expression. This is because if you look at our deck here, a lot of our cards aren't actually that good. We have a lot of...
No, these are great cards. Wait, what's not good?
Well, we have just a lot of cheap, spells, like Burst Lightning, for example. A 1 mana, 2 damage to any... Shock that we can kick, right?
This is better than a Tarmogoyf in some situations.
Sure.
Yes.
But overall, do you think a Burst Lightning or an Atraxa is scarier?
Okay, that's fair. But we have got the Heartfire Hero and Emberheart Challenger and Manifold Mouse trio of Bloomborough baddies.
Yeah.
Have you seen these cards in action? So this is not a deck I've been playing, but my most recent mono red was when Bloomborough hit Standard, and I did a lot of damage. I even beat Reed Duke with mono red. That's on an episode of Shuffle Up and Play, which also starred Jim Davis. Sorry, I'm just plugging my show. Yes. Okay, so what I see in here is, that's new to me, is this Screaming Nemesis card. Now, you can't tell me this is a bad card.
No, Screaming Nemesis is an excellent card. We are very excited to have it and be playing with it.
You know what I want to do with it? I want to put a Monstrous Rage on it, because with this card, when the creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any other target. So if I make it even stronger and even more of a threat, it's just
Can
beautiful.
I tell you the secret technique?
Yeah, tell me the secret
Screaming Nemesis?
Yeah,
all right, well, look right to the right of it. We have cards like Witchstalker Frenzy. Sometimes we fire it at our own nemesis.
Creature. All right.
That's
All
right. Because not only does the Nemesis deal the damage to their face, it also turns off their life gain for the rest of the game.
This is not a bad card. I don't know why you said these are bad cards.
This is not a bad card.
That was a very strange statement. We'll hold you to that.
I'd still rather have an Atraxa.
Okay. The Atraxa, you keep pulling out the Atraxa.
Well, we're going to see it.
We're going to see. The main thing I'm going to really ask for Nile's advice on is when we hit sideboarding, because I don't really know a whole bunch of the standard meta at the moment, and so I'm not entirely sure which of these sideboard cards I might bring in against the decks that we go up against. So why don't we go right into getting a match? And so what we have to do here on Arena, it's been a while since I played Arena, is we want to go to play, standard, best of 3, with the Jim Davis Challenge deck here. You'll notice from my deck library, I had some difficulty importing it. There are several real Jim Davises. And then you can see how long it's been since I've played, because basically I have a 62-card Merfolk deck.
62-card Merfolk.
I'm pretty sure Carmen gave me that list, so blame her. Mono red scam with 29 cards. I don't know. I can't explain that. And that's not the number of cards, is it?
That's the number of cards.
And Esper Greasefang with 55 cards. Well, it's been a while. I play Magic Online like a true connoisseur.
A real gamer.
Yes, like a real gamer. All right, here we go. Standard best of 3. Let's go into it here.
Let's do it.
All right, so I'm piloting this one. We're going to do 3 matches. Nile can show me everything I do wrong in the second match, and then maybe I can learn from her for the third match. That's a great way. People don't realize how much I learn getting to work with, so I'll be on the play.
We always want the play.
Always want the play. All right, we got 2 lands. One of them is a little bit conditional here. We can right off the bat do I see turn 1, turn 2. I'm keeping this. Do you agree? This is snap keep. All right.
We have turn 1 plays, we have turn 2 plays. I mean, we have turn 3, 4, and 5 plays.
We got plays for days.
Yeah, we get a little bit of damage. We're already starting it.
They're scared. They're going to try and eliminate the Swiftspear, but they don't realize that we've got a little mousey coming.
That's right. And now we're getting in for 3. This is a lightning bolt turn.
See, this is why Jim gave me this list. This is my skill. This is me manifesting my skill right here.
Well, we need to be a little cautious at this point because of the colors that our opponent is showing us. We're 1 turn away from a pretty brutal temporary lockdown.
Yeah. But we got a little bit of backup here if that happens. Fear of isolation. Interesting. All right. We can bolt that bird or nightmare. It looks like a bird. What do you think? We just zap it out of there?
We
and
can
swing in, or we could also Rockface Village the Emberheart Challenger. My inclination is to bolt the Nightmare Bird.
Can I blow your mind?
Yeah, blow my mind.
All right, Witchstalker Frenzy. Let's take a look at it.
Yeah. All right.
Gets discounted for each creature attacking. We have 3 mana. We have another Emberheart Challenger. So we could potentially play the Challenger, attack with all 3. Now Witchstalker Frenzy only costs 1.
All right. Let's do it.
And we can use that to bolt the bird.
As long as the bird is bolted, I'm happy.
Declare attacks, and now we just...
Zappers.
And this is also going to prowess all of our...
Look at that.
Now they're at 8.
Oh, scoop.
Easy game 1.
All right.
Easy game 1.
Okay, so... Oh, now we got to see. I was in best of 1 mode. I was like, well, that was great. Okay, but now we don't know that much about what we would want to sideboard.
Oh, we know quite a lot.
We know quite a bit. Elaborate, my tutor.
All right, this is Esper Pixie. Okay, so they are going to be bouncing permanents up and down forever. They're going to be getting us to discard our cards. They're going to be pretty annoying. There are a few things that we probably want here. We might be so interested in Torch the Towers. Because those could deal with, like we saw their little guy. We might be interested in Lithomantic Barrages because we're going to be seeing a lot of white and blue creatures. We could potentially find a home for these Sunspine Lynxes because they're not going to be playing a lot of basic lands. Let's
What is
take
the first thing we should be taking out of this deck to make room for these other things? Do you think?
Great question.
What about that Burst Lightning you were poo-pooing for Lithomantic Barrage? Seems like a pretty good trade, maybe.
Yeah, I could believe the Burst Lightning for Lithomantic Barrage. We really want to control the battlefield, so
Okay.
I like this swap.
Okay. Well, we only have 3 Lithomantics. How do you do this?
Yeah,
And then we can bring in all 3 of
Lithos.
these. All right. What do you think about cards like this here, Hired Claw?
We want bodies.
You want bodies.
We want our bodies.
What are we trading out for more bodies, or if we're bringing in the Sunspire Lynx?
Let's bring in a couple of Sunspire Lynx. Let's get rid of our last Burst Lightning.
Okay. You sure hate that Burst Lightning.
It's a fine card. I just think this is the time for it.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and take out a Witchstalker Frenzy. This feels like it's not really the game for it.
Okay.
We'll keep one around, and we'll see how this feels.
All right, let's do it.
There are definitely some, there are definitely some different configurations they could have of Esper Pixie. So let's get some info before we
All right.
commit too hard into the sideboards.
What do you like in Standard right now?
I really like the domain decks.
Yeah.
With Zur and the Overlords.
Should probably, what do you think, mulligan this? I mean, a couple Monstrous Rages on the Swiftspear is pretty fun, but taking a bit of a risk on that one lander.
Yeah, Monstrous Rage can take us far. I think I'm most scared about only having one creature we can play.
Yeah, I'm going to mulligan that.
Our deck mulligans nicely.
Yeah, all right, and I think that's a lot better.
That's a lot better.
Yeah.
Now, what do you want to put back, do you think?
So this is my play. I'm risky. I chuck a mountain
All
back.
right, let's do it.
That's
I
what
love
I
it.
do.
I love
I
it.
chuck a mountain back. I figure I'll draw another mountain by turn 3 to get that Nemesis out there. Look at that! I told you.
Easy.
I told you.
Punish.
Easy
Never
money.
punish.
Easy money.
Alright, you know Hired Claw?
I do know Hired Claw because it was from my Bloomborough mono red that I beat Reed Duke with.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good card.
It is. We can not put the Monstrous Rage on it and just use that ability immediately.
Now, little known thing about...
Oh, we can't do that now.
Little known thing about Hired Claw, though, as you saw on that turn, they
Yeah.
used a Pain Land.
Yeah.
Which, if we still had our Hired Claw and had the mana for it, would have been a turn where we could activate our Hired Claw on their turn for them losing life.
But we didn't do that.
We didn't do that.
We
We're off
well, we
to
couldn't do that.
A rough start.
That wasn't a misplay on my part. That was not an
Yeah.
option. That's like in another universe, I could have done better. I do that a lot.
Okay. See, the board's getting a
This
little
is,
out of control.
this is going to be rough.
But we've got our Screaming Nemesis turn next turn.
We're going to need it. This is not looking pretty here.
We are drawing a lot of lands.
We're drawing a lot of lands. All right, so Screaming Nemesis, just swing on in.
Absolutely.
Let's see what happens.
Absolutely.
Boom. Next turn we can do that Lynx. Or we could drop the Rage, which I like, on the Nemesis. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, the Rage on the Nemesis is very good. We're in a pretty tight spot, honestly.
Oh, yeah,
That's a
we're-
really good answer to the Nemesis. That's really important.
Yeah, we're dead.
We are not looking too hot.
No.
Yeah, this is going to be, I think we're going to go down to 2, which means that we can't even play our Lynx, and it's going to kill us. We're going to go to 3.
Yeah, that's...
And we just die on their turn.
Sure.
Yeah, I think we just conceded here.
Yeah. We just showed him the card.
Let him know.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and concede.
Alright, we saw pretty stock Pixie stuff. Would have been great to draw those Lithomantic Barrages
Yes.
at any time. I don't think there was any moment where Burst Lightning would have done too much that we would have been thrilled about.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
happy
so you
we
want to
can
just
close
keep
out.
that sideboard? You're happy with your choices?
I think if anything, I want to maybe bring in the other Lynxes.
Okay. What are we taking out for those? Maybe the... You like the Hired Claw. Barbed Batterfist isn't really...
Yeah, that's not great for us. It's not making a great blocker. We could get rid of Barbed Batterfist.
And then we still have to drop one more card.
Let's just drop one of the Lynxes. We can just bring in 3.
Okay.
That's fine. Let's try it like this.
All right, let's do it.
The Lynx is a big body for us, which we like. It also can hit them for a lot of damage, which we like. And turning off their life gain is not irrelevant. This is a hand.
Yeah,
This
let's
is a
go. Oh, I love these Heartfire Heroes.
Oh, very, very excellent card. And being able to play a second one and hold up Monstrous Rage next turn is
Yep.
very nice.
Hold it up. You mean I can't just slam it down immediately?
Not
What?
quite. Not.
I'm playing mono. Oh, wow.
Oh,
All right.
baby.
Okay, so do we hold up the Monstrous Rage and play it safe with just one extra Heartfire, or do we go full mousy attack here?
Well, our Heartfires aren't going to have haste anyway, so let's just attack first.
See what they
and
do.
just see what happens. If they block, we'll definitely Monstrous Rage.
Right. I bet they block. Nope.
No
Now,
blocks.
you don't want a Monstrous Rage to get max damage
Nope.
here?
I
No?
wanna go to damage, and I wanna play a couple Heartfires.
You want to play a couple? All
Oh,
right,
yeah.
we're doing them both.
The thing
Wow.
about Monstrous Rage is it's a really great get out of
Card.
jail free card for us. Yeah.
Monstrous Rage is an amazing card. It's amazing to me, actually, how similar this is to my mono red deck. That, like, given, I guess half a year is a long time in Magic set terms, it really just got a little bit better, but it's still pretty much the same framework.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow, we have choices here.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Because this has got haste, We could slam in the Challenger and come in. We could do the Screaming Nemesis and just full flunge.
I really like playing the Challenger and getting to hold up Monstrous Rage because we saw nowhere to run last game.
Yeah.
And so I would really love it if we can play Nemesis on a turn where we can hold up Rage to protect it from that.
Sure. All right, let's see what they're going to try and do here. Now, do you want to save... ooh, okay. If we rage this hero...
It'll kill the pixie, it'll live.
And it'll live. So, do you think that's a good move?
Yeah, I love it. I love clearing their whole board.
Let's do it. Boom. Yes, yes. You're right. Kerblamo. Kerblamo, kerblamo. I love this deck.
And now, I mean, we've really put some hurt on him.
Yes.
And we've got this hero that's really big. They could know where to run us here, and that'd be a really good answer for our Heartfire Hero. Oh, yeah. We love them using Pain Lands.
They're desperate.
Yeah, they're tapping very specifically, which is strange that they're leaving up this island.
This town ain't big enough. Okay, interesting.
Sure.
All right. Sure. All right. Well, let's drop this mountain, and then the Nemesis. I mean, they're gonna know.
Yeah,
they know we're not doing anything tricksy, but here we go.
Get in there. We've got lethal on board.
Since they know,
Yeah,
we should just
we
bring it out. There's
definitely.
no mind games here. Good. I have trouble even waiting till the second main phase. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just want to go, go, go.
Yeah, well, a lot of Magic players share this struggle.
A lot of red players.
All right, another Pain Land.
They're thinking this is for all the marbles here in the match.
Alright, they can make another body. It's going to cost them a life to do it. Whoa.
Alright.
Down to 4.
Ooh,
Okay, we're
there it
very
is.
happy to see this.
Okay, this is a sorcery, so we got to do it now. I assume we're just hitting the Fear of Isolation.
Absolutely.
Kablam. Beautiful. Alright.
And then I
then-
think we're just swinging out.
Yeah.
They don't really have great choices here.
We've got this.
I think this kills them.
Yeah, kaboom.
Boom!
Alright.
Get a Heartfire Hero. Easy game, they should make a Heartfire.
Fantastic. Alright, that's one.
That's one.
That's like what I did to redo.
That's magic.
That's magic. We're magicking. All right. So we're going to go on and get another... Ooh, I got some money and some whatever that is. I've been out of Arena for a long time. Hedrons of some kind. I guess Hedron is the new currency. Do you want to take over the wheel for match 2? Or game 2, sorry.
No, you're right, match 2.
Match 2? Yes, match 2. Game 2.
We won match 1 easily.
Yes. Get the game and match thing goes back and forth in my feeble elderly mind. All right, we're up against a zombie player, so we've already got information ahead of this.
All right, we love to play first.
Ooh, so that's a little tricky though, because you're only going to be able to do creature spells, like you won't be able to do Burst Lightning. Very good card. You got a lot of Hired Claws there.
I'm keeping it.
You're keeping it, all right.
3 Hired Claws, hard to say no. You're
keeping it just out of disrespect for that Burst Lightning.
You know, when 2 Hired Claws attack, it's a lot like casting a Burst. When 1 Hired Claw attacks, it's a lot like casting a Burst Lightning.
Oh, wow.
Let's do this.
You want to just get them all out?
Yeah, well, so... I mean, okay, so we're gonna get cut down, but... If they didn't have it, we would have had a lot of Hired Claw triggers.
Yes.
And now they're in a tough spot. But they are playing the colors that can easily deal with our little guys.
Now, question, if I can grab the mouse real quick.
Yeah.
This is, what magical artifact is this here? Was there a Universes Beyond with Nintendo? Because that really looks like a Nintendo there. It's very, anyway, I'm sorry.
Okay, combat. Are you gonna let me attack?
I will allow you to go.
No, them,
I didn't mean to grab the mouse there. I wanted to make a Super Nintendo joke. Actually, technically that's a Nintendo, because if you look at the number of buttons, it's only got an A-B button. It's not a Super Nintendo. Yeah. Prof knows a few things.
But it does have the vibes of a Super Nintendo.
Well, maybe. Maybe it's a Nintendo controller. What's going on in the match here? We got a Mosswood Dread Knight.
Mosswood Dread Knight, this is a great card.
Yes.
We're in a really tough spot.
Yeah.
We can't really attack with this guy anymore.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and play this. We do just need to get something going.
Yeah. Your need to disrespect Burst Lightning may have affected this match.
You know, that could be true, but as soon as we draw a mountain, we're sitting pretty.
Yes.
We're sitting
as soon as we draw a mountain.
1 mountain and we're off to the races. Now, they are in the colors to deal with us.
We're off to the glue factory, not the races.
Yeah. This deck, the Golgari mid-range deck, is pretty good against us. But it is a deck where these Screaming Nemesis will really come in handy. Now, Glissa, that's what we in the business call an unbeatable magic card.
There's your mountain! It's rigged.
We can't
I pushed the mountain button. They give us content creators a button we can push when we need a land.
Can't really do this. I guess we can play this and just let it sit there.
We could swoon.
Can't really swing. This is an unbeatable
It's first
magic
strike,
card.
so we can't even do the 1 damage. Yeah.
I'm a little tempted.
If we get another land to kicker Burst Lightning.
Oh, we're
another
many.
2 lands.
We're many lands.
No, we're 2 lands. That's not many. Many is 3 or more. We're 2 lands.
I'm just gonna play a Screaming Nemesis and then I'm gonna say go. There, we're in a predicament. There's no getting around the fact that we're in a predicament. If they want to use more removal on the Screaming Nemesis, I think we say thank you to that.
They are just going to push on in with that Glissa.
Yeah, that's an unbeatable magic card. We're not saying anything to do. They can draw a card.
Oh my
lose a
god.
life, and that's doing our job for us. That's half a Burst Lightning that they just did. Duress.
Not so good, yeah.
Joke's
Because
on you,
they're
you're
gonna
only
take
getting
the
burst
burst
lightnings. Best duress art.
They're taking their time. That's the best duress art.
That's the best duress art. Easily.
It's good.
I don't like your tone.
I like you seen the Pete Ventnor's duress art?
Sure.
It's really
Great duress art.
Not the best?
No.
Wow. All right. There's another burst lightning.
Oh.
We can get rid of the Dread Knight.
Getting rid of the Dread Knight's really annoying.
Yes.
Curious. I'm gonna say go ahead again.
Now, if we had 2 mountains, the burst lightning could get rid of Glissa.
That's true. We could 2-for-1 ourselves. Which sometimes, such as in the face of unbeatable magic card Glissa, can be worth it.
If you draw another mountain here, you're gonna double burst the Glissa.
I don't know, maybe. I'm definitely gonna...
That's what I do.
Up this Hired Claw. Because they used the Glissa ability. Which does give us some new, exciting possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Such as the ability to attack with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Curious. I think we will go ahead and attack. They can't really block us. But they're gonna think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, they can block us and make us spend the mana, and then get to do their Mosswood Dread Knight recursion thing. But if they don't block us, I think we're just gonna play this Emberheart Challenger. We
Blocks.
love it. We love to see no blocks. Gonna play this guy.
We still have a mana open for the burst lightning.
Still have a mana open for the Burst Lightning. We are sitting pretty. This Glissa's gonna keep doing its Glissa thing. But you know, eventually they're gonna get scared. Eventually they're gonna think, maybe I can't attack with this Glissa anymore.
They're thinking maybe this unknown card in our hand is a Monstrous Rage. No.
Yeah.
No, they're not
Who
thinking
knows?
that. They're not thinking that.
No blocks.
No blocks.
Do your Glissa thing. We're about to enter the math part of the game of Magic. Remove up to 3 counters from my guy? Sure.
Oh no.
That's no problem.
Interesting choice.
Downpour, that's an unbeatable Magic card.
Is it?
It's so good. It's unbelievably strong. Okay. They're at 11. If we Burst Lightning them now, they go to 9. We attack. I don't think we're at the Burst Lightning.
I say we hold out for another mountain, we kill that Glissa. That's are you really against that? Get rid of the Glissa.
Yeah.
We can even then Rockface Village our Mousy.
No, because we have to use the mountains.
Oh, it won't take its own thing. Well, that's tricky. Well, we can.
Here's what we do.
What are you doing? You refuse to.
Here's what we do.
Yeah.
We might be able to get a little bit of a. Okay,
They're gonna make a fish. They wish for fish.
Oh, that's interesting. That opens up some interesting opportunities.
You could Burst Lightning the fish.
We could have Burst Lightning the fish.
Nile, refusing to Burst Lightning Glissa, uses it on fish.
I think Burst Lightning is close to being like a good thing for their face. Okay. Thankfully, because they activated this, they gave us a free Hired Claw. So now, we get to send it straight back to them.
Mm-hmm.
These are almost, 4 damage, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah. I mean, technically, they're at 6, if you think about it.
You can attack with Glissa. I'll go to 4. I'm not scared of being at 4. a little scared of being.
I'm very scared of being at 4. I'm more scared of being at 3.
Yeah, 3 is scarier than 4.
Yes.
By a large margin. Alright. This is great.
They
news.
really don't
This
like
is
our higher
really
flaw
good news for
counters.
us. This is really
All
good
right.
news for us.
They're just like, oh.
Archfiend of the draw.
That's less good news for us.
That's an unbeatable magic card, that's what they call it.
If we can wait them out, they'll lose the game on their own.
Alright, I think this could be the Screaming Nemesis moment. Combat. I mean,
Yeah, we're cooked.
yeah. Archfiend of the Draw, that's an unbeatable magic card.
Yeah.
Alright, that's fine. They're Golgari. We definitely want these Witchstalker Frenzies.
Yes.
Because they've got a lot of big guys we need to kill. We also want these Torch the Towers because they are going to deal with the Dread Knights much better than these Burst Lightnings will.
There go the burst lightnings. All right.
This does nothing here. This does a little bit here. Not a whole lot. I think we'll wait and see if they have a lot that we care about to bring those in for, and then...
I'm not a big fan of the Barbed Batterfist. Even like that's the one card I'm not too crazy about in general in this deck.
Yeah, I mean it's...
That's my burst lightning.
Sure.
I would rather have a 5th burst lightning than that.
Well, you could put Shock in here.
I can't kick a shock.
Yeah,
Were you
that's
just
true.
impatiently clicking to make the match start? Come on, it's not like at an elevator. Going up.
It's, you know, it's the arena player's equivalent of like the shuffling cards.
Flicking your cards.
The card flicking. Everyone does it. You all do it. We'd love to play first.
Alright.
No
creatures though.
Now this
Yeah.
is a slightly keepable hand.
Do you pitch back the Soulstone Sanctuary?
You are so bold. You are so bold with your assuming you're gonna get land drops.
I am.
In our like 18 land deck. I think... Yeah, sure.
Yeah, alright. I guess we're both bold.
Actually, we're gonna do it like this.
Wow!
We're gonna do it like this.
Really?
Yeah, well, so if we end up getting flooded,
Sure.
we're gonna be really glad we have a Sanctuary, and there's
Sure.
like barely any cases where we really need the double red hit. And there
See?
we go.
Bold. Fortune favors the bold.
Go ahead and cast your cut down. No? Alright, great. That's great news. They don't have a cut down in at least 7 of these 8 cards.
Alright. Scream away. No?
So they're holding up real go for the throat mana right now.
Yeah. You're gonna be held hostage by that?
I think I am.
Really?
Well, so they haven't done anything, right? So the pressure isn't really on us to do more. The pressure's on them to stop us from what we've already done.
We're just doing 1 damage. We could have done 4 damage there.
Yeah, we
What
could
if
have
they-
also played a 3 mana discard our own card spell.
Yeah.
You know? And now, if all they're planning to do is go for the throat, they can
Yeah.
either do it on our Heartfire Hero, we don't care,
Right.
or they can just time lock themselves, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We still did stuff. We played a land, we dealt the damage. We're having a great time.
Alright. There it is.
We
All right.
love it. We love it.
You are correct.
These are the tough calls you gotta make with Mono Red. Sometimes you don't cast your spell. Now this time we're in a tough
You
spot.
gotta do it. No.
We're in a tough spot.
Yeah.
We're in a tough spot.
You've got no choice. You have... Well, you could do the Soulstone.
No, we don't have enough mana for the Soulstone.
Oh, wait. What is it?
It
How
costs
much?
4.
4?
Yeah, but it comes a creature forever.
You call that a Mutavault?
It comes a creature forever.
Yeah, I guess.
It's incredible.
Alright, scream away.
They're just gonna kill it.
That's what they do.
Yeah, but like they played nothing. Right, they had 3 mana. This is the Glissa turn. This is the enchantment turn.
So you want to wait to pass to them, to have them play a creature, hit it with lightning strike, they're tapped out, and then we swing in with the Nemesis.
Yeah, I think we're gonna the rare. Actually, it's not that rare. Mono red Game of Patience. Archfiend of the Dross.
Was Patience the red Modern Horizons 2 card?
the pitch elemental. Yeah, Archfiend of the Dross. That's fine.
All right, if we draw one more land, we can nuke it.
We can actually just nuke it when it attacks us.
Yeah.
No, we can't. Oh, it's
No, we can't.
6. Oh, it's so
Yeah.
strong. Why is it so strong? Okay,
6
well, we
is
can do this.
Yeah. Now we can. It's gonna. All right. Well, it's gone. No, hit the dross. Hit the dross, Nile.
6 damage
no.
to their face, and we have 3 lightning strikes.
All right, do it. I guess.
Oh.
But if you draw the other land to kill it, you're gonna do the 6 anyway.
If I draw the other land to kill it, I'm gonna lightning strike their face twice.
Do it. It's your no. Don't let me. Do your thing.
It's really
Let us know in the
crazy.
comments
It's
below.
Really crazy.
Which choice you'd take here, Niles or the Profs. Let us know in the comments. I want to hear who's on my side or who's on Niles' side here.
No, I think you're right.
The hater of burst lightning.
I want to do it to their face so bad.
Do it. Don't let me. Don't. You're the better player than me.
I'm doing it to their face.
You're the better player than me.
Okay. This is our race.
I mean,
now.
3, 6, 9.
Yeah.
But we still need to do 2 more damage to them somehow.
Festering Gulch, you're kidding? You deserted us?
They're giving us our just dessert.
You know
Oh,
what?
we're dead.
Oh, we're dead.
Yeah.
We're cooked.
Yeah.
Well, we have double lightning strikes now.
Yeah, you can kick out one of those archfiends, which you kind of have to.
Yeah, and we will.
There's no shame in conceding. There's some shame in conceding.
We're not gonna concede because we're gonna win the game. They have to kill us before this archfiend kills them.
Are going to kill us, yeah.
No, don't worry.
Okay, here we go.
We're gonna do this. And then we're gonna do this.
Really?
This is our win condition. This is all we have right now.
I thought our win condition was letting them die to their own archfiend.
Yes, it is.
Alright. They're thinking, what the... Cool, so we're at 5. That archfiend says 6. Glissa.
Stop, I'm not gonna lie.
There we go.
Out of time for Monstrous Rage, not gonna lie. Unfortunate. We're just 1 turn away from letting them die to their own archfiend.
Yes.
But I feel like you think we're out of this, and I'm telling you we're not out of it.
Oh, I thought we were out of this a couple turns ago.
Oh.
I gave up a while back.
No, are you kidding me? The only life point that matters is the last one. And we still got that one. We still have that one.
If you win this, I will say Burst Lightning is a bad card.
That's crazy because multiple times in this game, Burst Lightning would have been really nice. Oh, that's tough. That's it.
Yes. All right, we got our hired
They did the demon side. They could have killed us. They could have killed us with the other side. Oh no, because they didn't have a demon yet. Well, now we're dead.
Yes.
Now we're dead for sure.
You can put the Monstrous Rage on Glissa.
Here you go.
Yeah, are you sure?
Yeah, have fun. And then we go out on our own terms.
That's 2 Are You Sure's from the computer in one match.
Yeah, definitely should have Screaming Nemesis killed the Archfiend. But it
Was that suggested by someone?
No.
Was that idea floated?
No, I don't think it actually.
I thought that idea was floated by
No.
someone.
No, I don't think so.
Pretty sure. We still got a pack.
I don't think so.
It's pretty good. All right.
And I think they're going to edit out any time where anyone may have suggested.
No. Jim is not going to do me dirty like that.
We'll see.
All right, so we are 1-1, right?
We're 1-1.
All right. This is for the whole plane.
This is the decider match.
Arena is the one currently decidering.
See, now's when you click a lot to like make it go faster. There you go. Now you're gaming. Now you're gaming.
Did you know you can automatically apply card sleeves to your new decks by choosing one of your sleeves to be your default? It's good to know.
I do have default sleeves.
Now we're just waiting for the opponent.
There we go. Here we go.
All right, we're up against Metal Madness, the Fervent. What is it when we've got this there?
That's a new thing. They have like little titles you can put on.
Okay.
You have to
for money.
No, actually probably.
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 I still can't believe I can't spend money to choose what battlefield I look at.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Our opponent...
Maybe they're going to let us play first.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe they're going to let us sit here for a while.
Yeah, maybe we're just going to get roped by the opponent. What do you think of the mono red deck so far?
Oh, I love it. I think it's better than the one that I played back in Bloomborough Standard by a lot. I like the addition of the Screaming Nemesis.
Screaming Nemesis is very good.
Immensely.
Yeah.
I feel it really gives the deck something it lacked. And it's a really fun card, too. Great cost. It's just, I discovered it when Jim sent this list over. Not discovered it, I mean, I knew the card's existence, so I was like, oh, that's really good here.
Yeah, no, it's an incredible card.
So, does this list have a good matchup against Domain?
That's a big question.
I asked the big questions. Oh, here we go. No time for answers. All right, we got double land, we got Mice Seas,
Where are
we
you
got...
seeing a second land?
Oh, that's a hired claw. I thought it was the Rockface. We got one land. That's a risky keep. Now, a red player...
We are going second, though.
We are going second. Do we live? What do you think? Do we
have two
live?
creatures and we have a Monstrous Rage. It feels like money to me.
I'm keeping it. We live.
We live. Now, the real question is, do you play the Hired Claw or do you play the Swiftspear?
That's a good question. We play the Swiftspear to really make him frightened.
I'm not playing the Swiftspear.
They'll think we have another land for exactly one turn. Then we're. Does Jim allow swearing on his channel? Then we're in trouble. We're in trouble with a capital T.
Yeah. Swiftspear is good. Okay.
All right.
This is feeling a lot like Domain.
We're gonna draw a land now. You think land?
Which land are we drawing?
Any land.
Any land?
I will take any land. That's not a land. All right. I say we just send the Swiftspears in.
Yeah, I like playing second Swiftspear.
Yeah. Send the Swiftspears in. And right now they're... Oh, look at that.
No cut downs.
Yeah.
No cut downs.
Land. This is what makes it happen. Land.
Yeah. Now, if this is Domain... It is Domain. We are moments away from board wipes. So we should be cautious about playing additional...
Stuff. We could just Burst Lightning them for 2.
I actually think I like Burst Lightning their face.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a ton of stuff in this deck we're going to want to Burst Lightning. And this deals 6 damage.
This is 6 damage. It's a lot more than 2 damage and a little bit more than 5 damage.
Yeah. Now, your earlier question of how is this deck into Domain? There's one very easy answer to it, which is
land.
Really bad when you're stuck on one land.
Yeah. Land. We're gonna get there. We're gonna be discarding soon.
I think we gotta go Heartfire Hero.
Yeah. Because at least we can drop the rage on it.
Well, and also, if we draw land, Manifold Mouse with Heartfire Hero.
Right. So game 2.
If they drop a Zur, we hit the concede button.
Okay.
If they play Zur, it's over for us. Alright, we hit the concede
Wait, I want to see if I draw a land.
Okay, they're about to hit us for 6 damage lifelink.
Oh, I could survive that.
Okay.
I want to see if I draw a land.
Sure.
Alright, boom. Boom. And then I can see. I just want to see. There we go. There we go. I'm going to draw a land, and then I'm going to concede. I'm not showing them my cards. They have no idea what...
Yeah, they know we have 2 mountains, though.
Yeah. All right, so against this deck, Those lithomantic barrages, maybe?
Absolutely.
Instead of the burst lightnings?
Absolutely.
All right, take those out. Stop them from gaining life?
The Sphinx is huge because they just like barely
Sphinx?
run. Yeah, or sorry, the Lynx.
The Lynx. A Lynx is not a Sphinx.
It is not a Sphinx, but it is an S Lynx, which is a lot like a Sphinx.
Now we got to take something out for that, though.
Lightning-
Barbed Batterfist. I
No,
don't like
no,
that.
no, no, no,
Aw.
Lightning Strike is horrible.
What? All right.
They have basically nothing with 3 toughness.
Okay. But I'll keep a Burst Lightning, because if we get them within 2, I beat them with Burst Lightning, and that's the flavor victory.
Keeping Burst Lightning's good.
All right, we're good?
Yes.
Sure. All right, let's do it. Okay, I got to beat them.
There's maybe a world
With
where we
Burst
also want
Lightning.
to bring in those 2 additional Witchstalker Frenzies.
Oh.
But we'll see.
Well, we're going to find out soon enough here. All right, we're going to play first. Another one, Lander. I don't think I can do that.
It's so juicy.
You got to be kidding me. You're crazy. No
No, we
way.
can't-
Come
we can't keep-
on.
we can't
You're
keep it.
crazy.
We can't keep it.
All right. This we keep.
This we can keep, and I think we just get rid of the Lynx.
The Lynx?
Yeah.
All right.
I think we need everything else.
You think the Lynx stinks?
The Lynx does not stinks, but we are low on
Things.
things. And we need these little mice. The good thing is, their deck doesn't really do anything for like 3 turns.
So you're saying there's a chance.
I'm saying there's a chance. We have 3 mice.
All right. That's nice. All right. Going. Going.
Now, if we don't draw a land, we might be a little bit forced into activating the village on our Emberheart Challenger.
Beans. Hey,
So it might
now
just
we
be-
go.
It might just be Nemesis
I
time.
think it's Nemesis time.
Yeah. They might just hit it with that exile spell on their turn.
No.
For some reason, they keep printing cards that work very nicely without the beanstalk.
They love that beanstalk.
Hey, there's
There
one
we
of those
go.
cards
Yeah.
that works really nicely.
Oh God. Here goes our Nemesis. All right. Well, we can.
Oh, we gotta.
Yeah.
I think we want to start by activating our Rockface Village on our Challenger.
Let's see what we get. Land.
Okay. And then let's play another
Mouse.
Challenger, yeah.
All right.
We don't want to overcommit our board because we're walking into the Day of Judgment turn.
Sure, but they are now just two turns away, 2 attack turns away. If they hadn't played any creatures at all, that's good.
Let's once more start with Rockface Village on one of our mice.
Okay. Ooh, but we see that Soulstone Sanctuary. I don't like that.
We're gonna just attack with both.
Yeah.
They're not gonna block because we have 2 Monstrous Rages.
They don't know that we have 2
Well,
monsters.
because we have a Monstrous Rage they could see. Okay,
Look at that.
well, look at that. They're gonna block.
They're gonna block, and we're gonna have some fun here.
And now we cast that one.
And we get Biza.
Yeah, we cast on the one that's being blocked by
Biza.
By Biza. Mhm.
So Biza D's.
And this is also gonna deal with the ones. Yep.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Really. Very nice.
There we go. And that was a great turn for us. And now if they want to use their board wipe, it's really bad.
Do you ever just click on their things? to
Oh
see
yeah,
what
did
they
you not hear
do?
me clicking nonstop
It's
whenever...
like, what does it do?
They do little things.
This
Our
one just-
guy does stuff too.
Ours does stuff, yes. Okay, get lost.
Okay.
Alright, so we can Nemesis here and map. Or we could Emberheart and rock.
Or we can Emberheart and map.
We could do Emberheart and map too.
Which I kind of like Emberheart and map because then we
Get draw.
maybe hit a land. Yeah.
Sure. Alright. Nope, but that's not bad. Ooh, ooh. Alright. We got some choices.
Let's play our mountain for sure.
Alright. So, let's just go in and attack.
Yeah, let's attack first.
We could also map again.
Yeah, let's start with the attack. Let's just see if they want to use their exile spell. 3 damage. Hold on.
Targeted. We can.
I think Rage saves it. If he has prowess.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh!
Huge. And now let's just map our challenger.
Really?
Yeah.
Then we lose the hired claw.
Oh wait, you're right. This is from the exile. You're so right. Play the higher claw. Good call.
I love that we now have an official sound clip of you saying "You're so right." I got a new incoming text message sound. Hey, we're at 20. Look at that. Oh, it's Zur.
Okay, well, they're about to go up like 6 life.
That's not good.
Not.
Death Touch, Lifelink, Hexproof. We can block it.
We will not be
We
blocking.
will not be blocking it. All right.
Okay. We're gonna be very cautious and careful with our mana here.
Okay, we can just kill the freaking Zur here though with our Witchstalker.
Theoretically.
All right.
So let's start. We're gonna tap specifically our Soulstone Sanctuary
For 1.
for 1 colorless mana. Then we're gonna tap our Rockface Village for 1 colorless mana.
1 colorless.
Yep. And then we're gonna tap a mountain. And then we're gonna play our Screaming Nemesis.
All right.
And then we are
Okay.
going to attack with everybody.
Everything? Everybody. Okay, let's do it.
And then
We're gonna see what they do.
this is gonna take them down to 9. Okay, we have to do math because we could just Witchstalker Frenzy Zur down,
We should.
and we could take them all the way down to this will go up to 4, so 4, 5, 8. We take them down to 1.
Yeah.
But if they play another Zur, we're in a pretty bad spot. I think we should just Witchstalker Frenzy them now.
Yeah, let's do it. Good.
Let's not play this hired claw.
No,
let's
just in
let's
case.
just crack a map onto our.
Let's
crack it onto.
Did we play land this turn? If we do it on, we already
No,
used that.
we haven't done the value
Onto
thing.
the Nemesis.
Let's do it on the Nemesis. I like the Nemesis. Do we have any mice on the ground?
We got the Emberheart, so
Challenger.
leave that on top.
We keep that. We keep that.
Because it can also give trample.
And the Leyline Binding no longer has lifelink unless they play a second Zur. They play a second Zur, they potentially go up 8 life. They could activate the beam.
They don't have it. They got this thing though. That's not
This
good.
thing, but I mean higher claw.
Yeah.
They don't have a way to deal with higher
No.
claw.
No, I think we're sitting pretty here. I think we're sitting very pretty. You know what I would love more than anything?
Let's go! Easy.
I was gonna say for them to pass, and we draw our Burst Lightning, and then I could kill them with Burst Lightning. So I have to do it this game. I have to kill them with Burst Lightning.
Yeah.
All right. No changes. Pretty good. Barbed Batterfist. Really? You're gonna make me keep that?
I think you could take out a Barbed Batterfist.
Yeah, for Burst
Bring in-
Lightning.
No, bring in a
No.
Witchstalker's Frenzy.
Oh. All right.
And I think I like this.
All right.
Alright, this is the final
This is
game.
it.
The decider of all.
Double land, some cards. We got a creature. We got another creature.
Seems great.
I think it's
Great.
Keep City. We got the Lithomantic.
I think this might be one where we want to start with the higher.
All right. You could just Rockface Village.
And then next turn we can swing with the Swiftspear and the higher claw. And we're still holding up Monstrous Rage.
All right. So we just so you want to bring in the Swiftspear
Yeah.
instead of putting a counter on? We can put when we attack, it'll let us then put a counter on. That's 1, 2, 3 damage in one swing, plus making it bigger.
Sure, let's do it.
You gonna do it? We could also Rockface. I'm gonna do the counter though. The counter trick. What we do is we attack. Does this little thing. Come on. There we go. Then we get to activate the ability.
They might exile our hired club.
Let them waste it. They're gonna waste it. I don't care at all. I got a Swiftspear. See?
Yeah.
And we did them a damage.
Yeah, man. That's annoying.
Yeah.
Not much we can do about it.
Boy, there's all of our land. All right. We Swiftspear.
Yeah, good turn to just swing in with a Swiftspear.
You want to, you want to save the rage, I assume.
I kind of think we have to because we saw Elspeth Smite last game. And so we do need ways to just like protect our Swiftspear. Alright, land Zur here would be pretty backbreaking. And we can always deal with the Zur next turn. Okay.
No, it's an Overlord of the Mistmoors. Yeah, it's Deece.
Okay. We'd love to draw us.
That is not a spell. It's
That's
yet
not a spell.
another land.
Not a spell a little.
Okay, so we could attack Lithomantic Prowess Trigger stuff.
Well, Lithomantic's a sorcery, so we'd have to start there.
Oh, it's a sorcery? Burst Lightning, is that an instant?
It is an instant.
It is, okay.
It is an instant. The
So-
Lithomantic, that card says kill Zur on it.
Okay, so you want to save that.
Yeah.
We can attack and Witchstalker.
We could. I think we let's just attack and see what they do.
Alright, let's see what they do. They're gonna double block.
Okay. So we can Monstrous Rage. And now, if we really want to go crazy,
I like going crazy.
we can Witchstalker.
Yeah!
Yeah.
This is how you live. You live on the edge. That's how you beat Reed Duke.
And this deals 5 to this. Nice. Now, Zur, once again, be very backbreaking.
There's no situation where Zur would not be backbreaking. But luckily, it's just another Overlord. By luckily, I mean crap.
Now, that is also pretty backbreaking. Although, there's a Screaming Nemesis.
That is pretty good there.
I think we can swing in with a Screaming Nemesis. We cannot swing in with a Swiftspear.
Alright, so you want to swing in with this?
Oh, now you're gonna be in a similar position I was in earlier.
My call still is right there.
Alright.
That's my call.
Alright. It's a reasonable call. We at least are pretty confident that they don't have a Zur. Them block down pretty backbreaking.
Yeah.
We're gonna get their Overlord off of the ascending.
Oh dear. Hey, we got a mouse.
Oh, that's actually kind of huge.
So yeah, we can drop this and then Rockface it right away. Let's do that.
We haven't played a land yet, so that's we can always do that.
Okay.
It's
It's got prowess. We can hit it with the Lithomantic and then it can't block or it'll die.
that's horrible.
That's horrible.
We can't do that.
So
No,
we just don't
we
swing.
just have to pass you.
Boo. How is that horrible? That's horrible. Okay.
Well, just because like all they have to do is not block, and then we've spent a card.
But yeah. Okay, we're toast here.
Probably
You
we're toast.
you realize that
Probably.
we're gonna take 6 here.
That's fine. The six, we have a lot of life. It's the rest of everything that we're.
Yeah. Okay.
We gotta start with the
it's
Rockface. Well, that's not nothing.
So if we do that on a moth, it takes it out.
Well, it also does 5 to the Overlord.
Oh, it's white.
Yeah.
Let's do. Ooh,
And
but
we have 2 of them.
we have 2 of them. All right. So let's hit the Overlord.
Yeah, sure. Well, hold on.
Whoa! I already clicked.
I was
what
gonna
you
say
made me do.
maybe we were supposed to play the Swiftspear first because that has prowess.
That doesn't do me any good anymore. So, do you want to play it now?
It'll become a
It's
2/3.
It's a little embarrassing.
It is a little embarrassing. Now we can play this mountain. We can activate our Rockface Village on our Challenger again. And now we can attack with our Challenger.
All right.
And now we're for sure toast.
Oh yeah, we've been toast for a little bit. Good boy. Oh, you put enough overlords in your deck there? This is oops all overlords. All right, so my notes for Jim on this deck list now are needs more burst lightning and needs more lands. Definitely needs more lands, and I would say doesn't really have good answers for 17 overlords of varying colors.
Doesn't have good answers for 18 lifelink death touch. I don't know.
Yeah.
Where's the answer for that?
There is no answer for that. But you know what? I still like this deck.
Good deck.
Yeah, it's a very good deck. I like it in best of one. I was playing it in the best of one.
Oh, it's brutal in best of one.
Yeah. It's like, what are you going to do about it? Nothing. But all right, there we go. Closing thoughts before Jim grades our performance. Because he's going to grade us.
Of course.
I want to hear if Jim likes Burst Light. If I want to specifically, I'm going to leave my closing thought is this. Jim Davis, is Burst Lightning a bad card as quoted by Nile? I want to know that from Jim. That's my closing comment.
I feel like I very specifically said it is worse than Atraxa.
That's true of a lot. That's
so
true
Jim,
of
I would love to hear your opinion. Is Burst Lightning better or worse than Atraxa?
All right, let us know, Jim. Let us know.
Man, leave it to Prof, professor at Tolarian Community College, to give me, the poor downtrodden streamer, some homework. So to answer the two questions I've been given, is Burst Lightning a bad card? I mean, you know, on its own, Burst Lightning is a card that is more of a utility card than anything exciting. You know, it's a very contextual card. You know, as far as 1 mana removal spells go, they are a really big deal. You know, being able to kill a 2-drop, even a 3-drop for only 1 mana is pretty powerful. So is it a bad card? No. Is it a good card? It's fine. And then for Nile's question of is it better or worse than Atraxa, context matters, right? Is my opponent at 2 life? Is it turn 1 or turn 7? Do I have 4 colors of mana in play? These are all questions that need to be answered, you know? So, but yeah, clearly we're looking at the difference here between like a utility card and a top end win the game by itself card, which Burst Lightning is not. But as a piece of a puzzle, I think Burst Lightning is like the perfect shock variant to have in standard. They've been like trying to find that line where Lightning Bolt is too good, shock isn't good enough. Play with Fire was like hard, that was like, you know, a little better than shock. I think Burst Lightning is just the right amount better than shock, not too good, not bad either. So there you go. That's my homework assignment. What do I get for my grade, Prof? All right. So again, absolutely monumental thanks to Prof and Nile for coming on. Just love both of them so much. They're so awesome. So check out Tolarian Community College. We'll have a few more guests on as I try to work myself back into fighting shape here. And I love you all. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.